My earliest recollection of my grandmother, Adeline, is when I used to sleep in the bed with her and my granddad, Linwood. I slept with them until I was 5 years old. Then they transitioned me to a cot at the foot of their bed, where I slept until I was 6 or so. After that, they sent me to sleep in my aunt's room until I was 8 years old. Finally, when I turned 9, I told my grandmother I wanted to sleep in my own room. That's when they gave me one, and I stayed there until I moved out of the house years later as a teenager. With me having my own room at my grandmother's house, my aunts, Patty and Missy, moved into the basement. The house wasn't all that big, just 3 bedrooms upstairs and a basement below. I had my own room, but my younger brothers and sisters had to share a room. There was a significant age difference between me and my siblings. I was 4 more years older than all of them. My grandparents had a lot of trust and faith in me as the oldest, and getting my own room was a reward. My grandmother's house was on the 900 block of Emerson Street, Northwest. We also had a little room off the living area on the main floor. My grandparents put bunk beds in there for Vontae and Michael to sleep on. Then they made room for my younger sisters, Veronica, Ebony, little Jackie, and Christina. Because of what I had gone through with my mother, I always felt paranoid about people leaving me in the middle of the night. Sometimes I felt like I was going to die if I was left alone. I guess you could call it a deeply rooted trauma or phobia. I felt safe around my grandmother, though, and I knew that she would never leave me. For me, it was all about the fear of my mom and dad not being there to comfort me when I needed it the most.